Degeneracy!
No!
Boom! Yeah, baby! Boom! Bring it out! Right in front of the kids! Degeneracy! There was this video recently on YouTube, trending, titled "Parents Explain Masturbation" to their kids on camera. And these kids, they're so young. This is what cultural Marxism brings. Degeneracy, everything is relative, you know. All this nonsense. Luckily though, the like-dislike ratio and the comments give me hope for the future. Let's have a look at this.
Masturbating is when you touch your privates in different ways to make yourself feel good. Isn't that right?
Poor! Who is that? Lena Dunham? Well, look at that kid's face straight away, you know, this is something's not right here. Look at that face. Look at it.
A guy might put some lotion on his hand, right? And he'll take his penis and like hold it in his hand. He might like move his hand up and down like this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop right there. This is some pedophilia bullshit right here. What's here is a mother doing this with a kid. Come on. I mean, had this been going on out in the street? What's going on in this video here? They would have been arrested. I mean, this is I don't really have words for this. How is YouTube? How is this trending on YouTube? How is this not removed from YouTube? I'm all for free speech, but this kind of stuff, no.
This is to simulate an erect penis, right?
Yeah.
Right? A hard penis. That's why you don't need a boy. You can get a penis anywhere.
Wow! Thanks to this toy, we don't need men anymore. We can all be strong and powered feminists. Yeah! Right? Yeah. We can just be strong and powered feminists with this toy. We can just be single and hollow lives. Just party, just be degenerate, you know. And when you get like 45, 50 years old, you just stay at home with your cats, all single, all alone, cat lady. Maybe not so fun anymore. But look at this. This mother is indoctrinating these little kids now to grow up to be feminists. She's already, you can see she's already started on her way to try and indoctrinate the kids to becoming a feminist. You all see she's put these problem glasses on her kids, and sadly it looks like this mother is indoctrinating her kids to grow up to be SJWs. And it's not the kids' fault, it's the parents' fault. I think that's a lot of what we see with all these SJWs. It's actually not their fault as such. It's their parents' faults who have allowed it to happen. Indoctrinating them to be what they are. And you know, maybe the kids should have been, you know, strong enough to say no, or smart enough to say no. I don't want to become a feminist or SJW, but it's not very hard, not that easy when the whole society and even your parents trying to indoctrinate you to become feminists and SJWs and so on. And that's why we have to change the culture. And this this kind of thing is bordering on child abuse.
A little thing that's called the clitoris, and you can touch it and kind of stimulate your body, and it makes you feel good.
Oh, you can look at that poor girl. You can clearly see that she doesn't like talking about this. She's clearly distressed about this topic. Just look at her. She goes like, oh, you can clearly see that it's not something they like, because it is not natural. It's not right. It is degenerate. Get that into your head, liberals. This kind of stuff is degenerate, and kids instinctively know it. That's why kids instinctively know, naturally, that certain things are degenerate. And this is why kids have to be brainwashed in school, and people have to be brainwashed by the mainstream media, enabled for this liberal leftist narrative, in order for people to believe it. They have to be indoctrinated because it's not natural. Just as you see here, it's not natural. And the kids are obviously upset about it, because it conflicts with their moral sense and everything. You can see it on them. This stuff here is something kids should not be exposed to. Why? Boom! Yeah, baby! Boom! Bring it out! Right in front of the kids. Come on! This is getting even worse. And look at the kids' reaction again. Gets even worse. This kind of exposing kids to this kind of degenerate, immoral bullshit should be illegal. If anything, if child services should be... Now, I'm not a big fan of child services, but especially because in Sweden they are very bad, and they are really they really abuse their power, and they often tend to like to take kids from parents who are right-wingers or conservatives and put them into foster care just because they are right-wingers. For example, homeschooling is illegal in Sweden, and kids will be taken into foster care if parents homeschool them. And yeah, so I'm not a big fan of child services, especially in Sweden. But if the government should have any child services, this is the kind of case where it should be used to take children away from parents who in this case are liberal, who expose the kids for this kind of pedophilia-esque stuff. I mean, putting this thing right, boom, right. How old is this girl? I don't know, 9, 10 maybe? And I put this big pink boom thing right straight on the table. And kids shouldn't see this kind of stuff. Teenagers shouldn't see this kind of stuff. Even adults, in my opinion, really shouldn't see this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff is degenerate, immoral, and they are... It's already a very sexualized world, you know, and they are doing this even more, and they're putting it up on trending on YouTube, and they get millions of views. And I mean, what's going on with the world?
They usually just rub themselves like this. You see this little tiny hole in here? Oh my god. They kind of...
No! This is child abuse. Look at that poor girl. Look at her. She's almost crying. She's almost crying. This is child abuse. This is child abuse, people. Just look at that. She's teaching her daughter how boys masturbate. Someone needs to intervene. I mean, seriously, this girl is so upset. And that's what liberalism and cultural Marxism brings, because it's against the natural order of things that God has put in place. And it makes it unnatural, and that makes people feel uncomfortable, especially children who are supposed to be innocent. You're taking this child's childhood away. She's going to remember this day for the rest of her life. And imagine how much this will trouble this young girl in the future. I mean, seriously guys, this is not okay at all.
Did you guys touch yourself when you were younger, like in the privates?
Of course.
Yes. A lot.
Yeah, a lot. No, I don't tell about it, anything.
I'm getting some serious creepy feelings from this guy. Look, are we sure nothing is going on behind the scenes at home here? I mean, I'm not feeling certain here. I mean, this seems pretty creepy to me. A lot creepy to me. Imagine if someone from the 50s had seen this video today. I don't think I mean, I know what they would have done. They would have been through the roof. They would have thrown their computer screen out the window and put it on fire and smashed it to pieces. They would have gone, I mean, they would have purged that kind of degeneracy. You know, look at which society is better. Compare the 50s with today. People were a lot more happy back in the 50s. You know, we didn't have cultural Marxism. It hadn't yet infiltrated society. You know, we used to have good traditional family values, Christian values, Western values. That's what made the West great. European, Christian, straight, white men is what made the West so great. And cultural Marxism is trying to destroy that. And you see from the 50s what we've gone from to this. They have done a pretty, I don't want to say good job, but they have done a, well, they have done a good job of trying to destroy society. I think if you, what can be done to stop this? Well, you know, Hollywood, all this big media, everything push out this degeneracy. We need to change the culture. That's what the cultural Marxists did. They changed the culture back in the 60s and 70s with the hippie revolution and all that stuff, and through institutions. We need to change the culture to a wholesome Christian, European, Western civilization culture like we had back in the 50s, or back in the 1700s or 1800s or the Victorian era, where people had decency, I think this also coincides. But you have all the left pushing this kind of degeneracy to try and destroy the West, and you see falling birth rates among Europeans. Meanwhile, they want to bring in migrants to replace the population, and this kind of stuff is excellent material to make sure that the population of Europeans continue to decline, so that the globalists can continue to import their migrants for a complete demographic change, because that is ultimately what the globalists want, so that they can more easily control the population for their world authoritarian dictatorship world government that they want. that is the ultimate plan. And yeah, what do you think, guys? Leave your comment below, and leave a like, share this with your friends, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.